In this video, you're going to learn all about living in the south side of Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, so I got one of my friends here, Jason Crow. He's going to tell you about, he's a native here. He lives here on the south side. Take it away, Jason.
All right, yes, we're over here on the south side. We're on Gateway Parkway. I live a little further down off Belfort Road. And this is just a very centrally located area. Lots of, families and areas where you can kind of sprawl out. You can buy a home over here in like a non-HOA area, and then there's some people that have a lot of land. Some HOAs, there's a little bit of HOAs here and there, but a lot of people the people that don't like to be in HOAs, I feel like, that are over here because there's so much kind of diversity in terms of how the land designations are in the land zoning. But it's just a great area because it's centrally located. You can, you're right in the middle where the beaches are than the city. So you can be on, either part of Jacksonville in like even amount of time versus be on one side versus the other. And then it's just a great area for like, diversity and stuff. You got the hospitals right over there in front of us. We're over here at Casa Maria, the Mexican restaurant. But there's just a mix of, restaurants. And then also you have University Boulevard over there, just a little bit in front of us. We're in front of the hospital, and then there's a lot of traffic and people that kind of hang out on that area. And then Beach Boulevard's not too far away as well to get to the beach.
Awesome. Yeah, so I used to work here on the south side for about 19 and a half years, forever. And what I enjoyed about the south side was, like Jason mentioned, you were very centrally located. You're near Bay Meadows, you're near the south side, you're near the beach. Yeah, I know everyone loves the beach. Yeah, about 15 minutes from the beach. You can't beat this location in Jacksonville, Florida. Downtown, maybe about 15-20 minutes from downtown. So it's a great area. You can get to the west side, you can get to the airport. Yeah, Riverside. Right. The airport in about 20 minutes. And then, you hear the sirens in the background. So you get a little bit of everything here on the south side. It is Jacksonville. But, these are some of the things that go on the south side. It is one of the most desirable locations in Jacksonville, as far as everybody wants to live on the south side, either renting or buying. We're both real estate agents. And so, oh, by the way, hit that subscribe button, hit that like. Look, we're trying to build this channel up. And whatever we can do to help you, we're both real estate agents, but we want to add value and be here for you. So the south side is lit. Tell them a little bit about some of the upscale communities here on the south side, Jason.
So, some of one of these upscale communities is Deer Park. So that's a community over here, HOA community. That's very nice that a lot of people want to live in. The interesting thing about I think that community is the homes over there are a little bit, they're big homes. That one's controlled by an HOA, but also have a large yard with maybe like a preserve in the back. But the yards are bigger, like they could be like 0.3 or 0.5 acres. And so that's, desirable to a lot of people to have a little bit more space, but also be in a community that, has an HOA that kind of makes sure the appreciation of the houses go up and controlled a little bit. But, the other communities around here, South Point, in that area, there's a lot of nice houses. And then you don't have the town center too far away from here. And there's a lot of little pocket communities in that area that you can live in. Now, there's not as much land getting closer to the town center because it's a little bit more congested, but you're not too far from it if you go down the road a little bit.
Yeah, awesome. And then also too, they got a lot of fun events here, man. So a lot of people love Top Golf. So Top Golf is located here on the south side. What's that place, man, where people are jumping out? It's like simulated, jumping out of planes and stuff.
Simulation center where they're flying in the air. I can't remember what that's called.
Yeah, so that's by Top Golf, man. That's pretty cool. A lot of times the circus comes out over this area. A lot of events, a lot of things for kids. Also, A-rated schools on the south side. Most of the schools on the south side are A-rated, highly desirable. You're close to St. Augustine. You're close to Nocatee, which is very popular, the school system. Just a lot of things to do. Go ahead, bro.
In Sandalwood's a good area as well. I know that the schools are, you know, 7s and up over there. And Sandalwood is a desirable community because, again, it's, you know, centrally located, and they have nice, you know, nicer homes in that area as well. And, you know, the Southside's, just like I said, it's got like a little bit of diversification in terms of, you know, it also, in terms of diversification, what I mean by that is that you could be an HOA or non-HOA. Like, my road is non-HOA, but I live on 2 streets that are just the other streets over that are in HOAs. So, you know, you have that, you know, space and difference in types of, you know, living and lifestyle. But the homes also are, you can find really good deals in this area as well. Like, it's more cost economical than being like right down the downtown city area that's, you know, really nice, or like, you know, the beaches. Like, the cost in this area is very advantageous to, you know, a better price point. In addition to, you have access to everything too. I think that that's what's really nice about it.
Right. And so this is one of the areas that both Jason and I, my name's Artie Cox, we like to door knock in these areas, relatively safe. But let's talk a little bit about some of the cons, and I'm gonna just start off with one that I don't want people to get too comfortable. I mean, you got to remember, you are in a major city, so crime happens all over. We're not in the business of steering anybody one way or another, but crime does happen in the South Side. It is a lot of more traffic, since it's such a more desirable area. And so don't let your guard down anywhere. I'm not no police or anybody, but just sharing different things. But I don't think you can go wrong on the South Side. Now, let me ask you, Jason, man, what do you think about as far as pricing of properties, like, say, maybe medium price homes over here? Like, say if a family's coming in general, what would they probably likely pay to come over here? You know,
I would say that the medium price is about $250, maybe a little bit less. You know, somewhere in that price point, you're going to have a decent sized yard, maybe like, you know, 1/4 of an acre. You may be in an HOA for that price point. But, you know, with the way the market is right now, I would say, you know, interest rates, you could probably find you a nice, you know, it'd be a little bit of an older home, not a brand new build, but for, you know, about, you know, $250, between $225, $250. I mean, you get a little bit nicer up to $300, and then of course you can go higher, but, you know, you're gonna, that higher price point, you have a little bit more land, and then you're gonna probably be in the over 2,000 square foot, you know, 2,000 square foot size of home.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to tell them, man? Some cons maybe on the South Side that maybe, you know, since you live actually on this side of town, or anything before we check out of here?
You know, again, yeah, like we said, not to steer anyone, but, you know, the cons, you know, traffic congestion, you know, the road. So the roads, they're planning on widening the road here on Gateway Parkway. And when you're going to work, you know, sometimes it can be pretty congested if you hit that, you know, right hour, like rush hour or whatever. And when you come off the interstate over here, and you get on Gateway Parkway, you know, it's a 1 lane. So, you know, this population has grown. I mean, that hospital over there, you know, that they placed that hospital there because the growth in this area can absorb, you know, that type of level. I think it's a level 1 trauma center, which is, you know, pretty substantial hospital. And the one-way road, just, you know, it's just, you know, during rush hour and those morning hours when people's going to work, you try to kind of avoid that 8 o'clock to, you know, 8 to 9, because it's just jam-packed and there's only 1 lane, so it can take a little bit of time to get out of this area sometimes. So
awesome. Okay, yeah. All right, guys, so just hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna keep adding value concerning Jacksonville surrounding areas. Until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Be blessed.
Thanks.